Forget your lighter fluid and forget your charcoal. This new product, the Bic Flame Disc, claims it can give you the same results, but without all of the hassle. If you can't resist a cute pair of shoes, even though they hurt your feet, Stretch Genie claims to work like magic and give you the perfect fit. Are you having trouble trying to find the right tool that's going to get the job done? This new product, the Bionic Wrench, claims to replace 14 different tools, but does it work? Nobody likes taking time out of their day to do loads of laundry. Today we're testing this new product called S2O that claims it can save you both time and money. Let's put it to the test. The Blue Valley West football team was here this morning at Troost Elementary volunteering in the huge effort to restore the school. Coach Wright says that this will build character for his team both on and off the field. Royals players agree with fans about having an afternoon game. Manager Ned Yost thinks it's a good idea to have an afternoon game and give his players the night off on this holiday. Escorting funeral processions has become increasingly dangerous due to drivers not paying attention. Some of those escorts are expressing concern and want some change.
Literally just panic. We sat on the couch watching over and over what was going on, trying to find answers.
Ashley Orr watched TV as a tornado ripped through the town where her family lives. The twister killed 24 people Monday in Moore, Oklahoma, and left Orr wondering if her family was among them.
We were calling them and the phone lines were down, so we couldn't get in touch with them.
It took 4 painstaking hours for Orr to get word that her family was okay, but their home suffered some damage, including blown out windows. The fear of not knowing brought back memories for her.
For the Tuscaloosa tornado, for 27/11.
This tattoo is in memory of a friend Orr lost when a tornado hit the University of Alabama 2 years ago. Back then, she says she was too traumatized to reach out and help.
Never think that something like that can affect your life as much as it can.
But this time, after hearing that a school was hit and children were among the dead, Orr decided to act. She believes food, water, and clothing donations will already be provided. That is why she is collecting toys like stuffed animals and games to hand deliver to the devastated areas.
I'm giving them something, to kind of get their mind off of what's going on around them and still be a kid at the same time.
If you'd like to donate new toys, you have until Saturday to drop items off at the Chick-fil-A on Germantown Parkway near Wolf River Boulevard. She will take the items with her on Sunday. She's about to find out just how generous the Mid-South really is. I'm McKenzie Nelson, WREG News Channel 3. Here in Clay County, residents of Avondale have been tossing and turning for at least 3 nights. The community sits next to Cerner's World headquarters where construction of a new parking lot is taking place.
Heavy equipment is making a heavy sound as late-night construction has kept people awake. 3 neighbors complained to Fox 4 News about the trucks and bulldozers banging around at all hours.
They run all night without any consideration of the people who live here who are trying to sleep.
That includes college professor Jeannie Antes. Her home is about a half block away from the construction site, but she can hear the racket loud and clear.
Wow. All night long.
And beep, beep, beep.
Antes says she'd called city officials and the Cerner Corporation for 2 days to complain, but nothing happened, at least not at first.
Cerner is really concerned about being good neighbors, so they have agreed to work during the day only.
David Harris is the Code Compliance Manager for the City of North Kansas City. He says Avondale residents called his office to complain. His office considers the matter as finished.
We asked Cerner's PR office for an estimate of completion of the project, but as of now, we have not heard back from that request. McKenzie Nelson, Fox 4 News, working for you in Avondale.
On the inside, it's an American Idol, David Cook striking a star-spangled chord. But outside, sounds of the season come from the grill as tailgaters begin Independence Day in tasty fashion. Overland Park mom Kristen Clausen sees holidays like this one as a chance to spend time with the family.
I like to have fun at the Royals game, don't you?
Including 10-month-old Micah, who is already at his 2nd Royals game.
It's really fun just being out at the Royals game and everything. We actually had Micah here for a game a couple of months ago, and we think, they won when he was around, so clearly they're going to win again. We haven't necessarily always been able to get out to the 4th of July game, but in some way we're cooking out and having fun with families.
The Royals seem to agree. The ball club traditionally plays a night game on July 4th with a nightcap of fireworks over Kauffman Stadium.
Going into the season, we looked at our offense and were really confident.
Kansas City manager Ned Yost is among those who doesn't mind a daytime distraction from the norm.
It gives everybody a chance to come out and enjoy a great game during the day and then go spend the evening watching fireworks.
A day to be out here playing baseball, playing America's pastime. It's a special occasion for us, and we're all stoked to go out there and be able to do the job that we love to do.
This is a Habitat for Humanity project taking place right now at 29th and Flora in Kansas City, Missouri. 60 to 70 people spent the day painting the trim and doing light landscaping. 28 of those people are from the Bike and Build team, a group that bikes around the country from one Habitat for Humanity project to another. 11 different cities, 8 homes on one block. It's a busy time for the members of the Central U.S. Bike and Build team.
Meeting different volunteers, asking them why they choose to volunteer with Habitat for Humanity has been very inspiring. So it's great to meet other people who are passionate about the same cause and feed off each other's energy.
All of the homes volunteers worked on today are occupied. The United States Bowling Congress hosted a Bowl for the Cure event at West Park Lanes. The event is the yearly fundraiser and breast cancer awareness initiative to support the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Leaders and participants have hopes that the Bowl for the Cure event will help to strike out breast cancer.
I was diagnosed 3 years ago in September with breast cancer, and I had received a notice in the mail stating that I needed to come in for a mammogram. So I went back like a couple weeks later and had the second mammogram, and that's when they said we're seeing some little calcifications and that is a sign of breast cancer. I'm hoping that everyone will get a mammogram and they have the success that I do. I'm doing wonderful. I will be hitting 70 in December. I bowl every Monday. I play golf. I take care of my great-grandchildren. I have one and another one on the way, and I think I'm pretty good.
I was diagnosed at the age of 36, stage 2, triple negative breast cancer, which is a fairly common breast cancer. And it's one of the ones that has the highest curable rate. So I found my lump. One day it wasn't there, the next day it was. And as curious as I went and got it checked out. I don't think I took the time emotionally or mentally to accept everything. I went straight from finding out to surgery, chemo, and then all the mental state of everything happened. I mean, you've got to have a support system. I had a 10-year-old son to take care of. We tried to keep it from him. He was finished up his 5th grade year, and I was diagnosed in April, so he had another month of school left to go. And I was trying to keep it from him, and finally he came to me and one Saturday morning and says, "What's going on? You've got secret phone calls, you've got doctor's appointments in St. Louis." And I finally just had to tell him, and he never once asked me if I was dying. He just said, "We're just going to kick its butt." So it has a different meaning. Before, I always knew it was existing, and always knew people had cancer. But whenever you get it yourself and you go through the steps, it hits closer to home. It's more heart-wrenching. Now I just try to be there for new people that get it. I mean, I've got a lot of people that are younger than I have, and there's been a lot of people that I know older than I am too that have gotten it. I just try to be their support system, tell them exactly what to expect when you're going through chemo. Different little tricks that I figured out when I was going through treatment, you can overcome it. I mean, it's not a death sentence. There's so many aggressive treatments out there now than what there was 30 years ago, 20 years ago. It just needs to take one day at a time. And if you're not comfortable with the person that you're seeing, seek a second opinion. If you don't like their answer, get another one. If you don't like their answer, get another one. It's your life that you're dealing with.
As the USBC Association is our national governing body, they support the Susan G. Komen Foundation. So we decided to go along with what they support, and we decided to run a Bowl for the Cure. We had it a few years ago, and the person that was in charge of it just quit. So we thought, as the Women's Bowling Association, that it would be our duty to, raise awareness, have an event, raise some money. We had to recognize the survivors that were here. One of the women actually just got finished with her last chemo treatment within the last month. She's still here to talk about it, and I think with an organization like Susan G. Komen, it's raised so much awareness about breast cancer, and it does affect so many women. that us being a women's bowling association full of women, you know, we have almost 400 women that bowl for us, there's going to be somebody in our association that's going to be affected. We've got, you know, the items for sale, the raffles. We had businesses donate gift certificates, gift baskets, items, movie tickets, stuff like that. And it's just part of the whole fundraising part of it. We have, guess how many pieces of candy are in a, you know, pink cup. Guess how many teas are in the jar. It was all donated by local companies. So what we can do is people pay to win chances to try to guess at this stuff, and then of course that goes to the fundraising effort. All the proceeds will be going to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. You know, they've been given money for breast cancer research, and of course they also do help out, like if women can't afford their mammograms, or if they can't afford chemo treatments, they help cover the gap between what their insurance covers and what what they don't. And then also like seeing the survivors when they came up and we presented them with their carnation. It was amazing just to know what these women have gone through. You know, and this is also maybe, hopefully they feel that this is also a celebration for them, and that they fought the hard fight and then they've won. Hopefully our money will be helping another woman someday.